Yo, what is going on, everybody? Welcome to our live pregame show of the Pride podcast. I'm the host today, Malcolm, and I'm with my good guy, Pierre. Man, what is going on, Pierre?
I'm lit, bro. Sunday night football in Houston. Malcolm, I'm excited about this matchup.
You excited? Yeah, I'm excited too about the matchup too, man. Pregame. My Knicks ain't doing so well right now, but besides that, I'm ready for this matchup. We're ready for this Lions and Texas matchup. This is a good test for the Lions. I can't wait for the matchup, man. We can play against a really good quarterback. Let's see how they do, man.
Yes, sir.
All right, man. Let's just start it off. Let's go right into the injuries. Pierre, who we have for the Texans inactives?
Will Anderson, which is big for them. He's a great player for them. Cornerback Miles Bryant. Another one, Nico Collins. He returned to practice on Friday, but he's inactive. Jamal Hill, Damian Pierce, and Zachary Thomas. Damian Pierce is a good back. He's out as well. So, yep, that's the Texans inactives. So, two key players, Will Anderson. I think he's fourth in the NFL in pressures this year. And then Nico Collins, when he's not on the field, their offense is just completely different versus when he's on the field. The offense works a lot better when he's on the field.
That's huge, man, because Nico Collins has been pretty good with them this year. He may have a breakout year. I think he's been having a breakout year.
Yeah, I mean, he was great until he injured his hamstring. Then he was on IR 4 weeks. They brought him back on Friday, but it's only one day of practice. He's out. He'll probably be back next week when they play.
All right. Well, let's get right into the Lions injury report. Starting with safety Lawrence Strickland. He's inactive. Malcolm Rodriguez, also inactive. Giovanni Manu, inactive. Tyler Decker. That's huge. No Taylor Decker. Christian Mahogany is also inactive. Colby Sorzel is inactive. And then Zadarius Smith, the new edge rusher that we just acquired, is also inactive. So that's what's going on with the Lions right now, man.
Yeah, one thing that's a little concerning, you got Decker out. It's probably going to be Skipper or Jamarco Jones. Jamarco Jones was elevated to the active roster yesterday. He's a tackle. He can play right. He can play left. We'll see if they move Sewell to the left or keep him on the right. It'll be interesting to see what they do. But Decker's a big loss, but it kind of helps offset that Will Anderson is out. If Anderson was playing, I think we'd be having a different combo.
Let me ask you a question, man. Do you think this is a situation where they potentially take Penei Sewell and swing him over to the left side, and then maybe put Dan Skipper as a right tackle?
I think it's possible, Malcolm, or Jamarco Jones, the guy they brung up. I think it's possible. I don't know what they're gonna do. Daniil Hunter is a guy right now. He's having a really good year for them. He's a guy that can write game plans. We've seen him. He's a guy. We talk about who you circle. He's a guy you circle. So okay. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see if they keep Sewell on the right side, they move him to the left side. We'll see what they do. Either way, I do have faith in Hank Fraley. And like I said, with Will Anderson being out this week, it kind of like offsets. No Decker, no Anderson. You know what I mean? Like the other guy is Derek Barnett. He's not good. So
yeah, there's this hope that they don't keep putting Hunter on the whoever is starting on the other side. Maybe if it's Dan Skipper or the guy that you said at the elevator. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it could be Dan Skipper. I'll be shocked if they just elevate a guy and they just promote him over Dan Skipper, who's been on the roster the entire time. I'll be shocked, but if that's the case, it won't be a good situation if they keep moving Hunter to that side, away from Sewell.
So yeah, Malcolm. Also, a quick thing: Lions made roster moves yesterday. I'm going to talk about real fast. They placed Jalen Reeves-Maybin on IR. They signed Shane Zylstra, Abraham Beauplan, Al-Qadim Muhammad to the active roster. They released Isaiah Thomas. He didn't last here long. Isaiah Thomas is gone. They elevated linebacker Ezekiel Turner, who actually they signed this week to the practice squad. Ezekiel Turner is a stud on special teams. So I think we're going to see him a lot on, especially, and then Jamarco Jones, another guy that elevated. Okay. So they made a slew of moves. I don't know. The tax situation is going to be interesting, but either way, I have trust in Hank Fraley and Ben Johnson.
Yeah, I think all Lions fans do.
Yeah, and you probably will see Hunter on whoever the backup is. I mean, that's what smart teams do. They'll put him on a backup, whoever it is, and I'm sure you'll see the Lions also give him some help, whoever that is.
Okay.
If it's on Sewell, forget about it. You don't even need to help Sewell. Help the other guys.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Sewell can help us. You don't need no help. Sewell's a man. He can do it on his own. He's good.
Yeah, so Sewell's different.
So let me just switch topics here a little bit. This right before we talk about the game. I know the Lions made a move in that trade deadline before trade deadline. They made a move for edge rusher Darius Smith. We didn't get to talk about it at all. What's your thoughts on that? I mean, I know you've been saying it's going to happen, it's going to happen, it's happened. Now that it finally happened, how do you feel about it?
Yeah, one thing the Lions have had issue with is setting the edge. As you've seen the last few weeks, even Pascal was out, but still, even when he was in there, they were still having some trouble setting the edge. You know, Zadarius Smith and Pascal now as your two edge rushers. You're gonna have guys that can both set the edge. I expect the run defense to improve, and then he's also still a good pass rusher. Um, he's a savvy vet, really smart player, so he's gonna help. And you could tell like his personality kind of jives with the team. The Lions released some clips of him over the weekend, and he's like a goofy guy. He's like fun to be around. So
He's
it's exciting.
definitely happy. He's definitely happy to be here. You know what I mean,
Yeah,
that's you can see it. You know, he's definitely happy to be here. So that's good, man. I just can't. I want to see how everything works. I mean, like what I told you before. Now all eyes are going to be on him. In the other situation he had, Miles Garrett on the other side. So now he's here. All eyes are going to be on him. I want to see how he performs and see how he does, and see how much the entire defensive line improves in that aspect. I mean, it sucks that we don't get to see him today, but we'll see how he's next week.
yeah.
All right, let's jump right into the Texans. They're talk about their offense, man. The Texans right now. How does the line stop their offense right now?
So, like I said earlier in the beginning of the show, when Nico Collins, there's a completely different offense. Nico Collins is out. They've relied a lot on Joe Mixon. Joe Mixon has been really productive and really good for them. And if you've seen like the last few weeks, the line have kind of struggled with backs that are more power. You know, Aaron Jones a little bit, Josh Jacobs a little bit. So I'm still a little worried about the edges. That was my concern last week. I'm still a little worried this week about it. But other than Joe Mixon, Malcolm, I mean, CJ Stroud's a good quarterback, but his top wideout is Tank Dell, and he was dealing with an injury during the week. Tank Dell is not like a true number one yet. He could be down the road, but I don't think he's a true number one yet. And then CJ Stroud, I mean, he's been pressured on 41% of his dropbacks. They have one of the worst interior offensive lines. The interior offensive line has given up 20 and a half sacks. Now, this week, they did some reshufflings. They moved guys to center. They moved guys to different spots on their O-line. But I don't know. It's kind of just throwing stuff at the wall and see what works at this point. That's what they're kind of doing with their interior offensive line. It's not good.
It sounds like they're gonna probably rely a lot on their running game this week. I mean, that's what it sounds like. I mean, they have Joe Mixon. He's been tearing the league up. He's been really good. So far this year. Right now, they're the underdogs.
Yeah.
What do they have to do offensively to upset the Lions? Would it be the running game to run down our throats and try to beat us that way?
So their offense coordinator is Bobby Slowick, and he came from the Niners. And, the Lions kind of saw that offense last week with the Packers. So the Lions have seen this offense. They saw it with the Rams, similar. They saw it with the Bucks. It's a Kyle Shanahan offense, very similar. They've seen this offense all year. Just, be disciplined with the eye discipline. We always talk about the Shanahan offense, stop the run, and you do that, and you should win. But again, like, in my opinion, I would kind of go all out on stopping the run and kind of force them to pass. Because the receivers right now are just not, they're not all that.
Yeah, I think I could trust our DBs, our corners, to just man these guys and just call it a day. I think the big issue would be stopping Joe Mixon, and we had ever since Aiden Hutchinson went down, we've been having a little trouble stopping the run game this year. It hasn't been terrible, but you can definitely see a difference. It's like night and day compared when we had Aiden Hutchinson, and then now that he's not here, guys are averaging, over that 4 yards per carry on us now, which is something that we weren't allowing before. Usually we'll shut guys down, putting guys to like 2 yards per carry, 1 yard per carry. We'll put in some work in our running defense, but now, since he's not there, we've been giving up a pretty big average. So I just want to see if they're able to contain Mixon, keep him under that 100 yards. Maybe, they could contain, lower his average, keep him under that 4 yards per carry. And I think the Lions should be good defensively if they're able to do that.
Yeah, one thing, it's not just Hutch. You also lost Davenport, you lost Barnes. I mean, you lost some big bodies that were there to set the edge.
And then Pascal wasn't there either. Pascal wasn't there for
Pascal, he's missed the last couple of weeks. So it's kind of like I said earlier, just kind of throw stuff at the wall, see what works. Isaiah Thompson work, he's out of here. Someone else is coming in, so we'll see what happens.
All right, man. So jumping right into the Titans defense. And we talked about their offense. Talk about their defense. I know you said
Texans.
no.
Texans.
Texans. My bad. Texans. That's a Titans. God
You
damn.
did. You did.
Oh man. Texans. You said no Will Anderson.
Yep.
That's good news. How does the Texans? How do they attack us this week, man?
So if I was them, I would put Daniil Hunter on whatever backup I have in there. Daniil Hunter is playing great football, and then you're probably going to see Stingley shadow Jameson Williams. I think Stingley's a really good corner. He's a really good cover corner. And then you're probably going to see Amon-Ra lined up a lot against Jalen Petrie. You know, he's more of a nickel safety. He's playing that branch role. That branch played last year for them this year. But they got two rookies starting. Glasser's having a good year, but he's still a rookie. And they have a rookie safety, Kalen Bullock. Now, Bullock is not playing, he's playing like a rookie, but I believe he has 3 picks, if I'm not mistaken. He has 3 picks. He's like a free safety that kind of roams the field a little. And the other guy is Jimmy Ward. We've seen Jimmy Ward, with the Niners. He came with D'Amico Ryans to Houston. So they have good corners, but again, they got 2 rookies in the secondary. So I'd attack those guys. And then I like Amon-Ra over Jalen Petrie a lot. They're primarily a cover 3 defense, which is no surprise what they did at San Francisco as well. They rely a lot on their front 7. Same thing like what San Francisco did. But the thing is, though, they could pressure the quarterback, Malcolm. Will Anderson, that was a huge loss for them. We'll see how they look. But they have the number 2 DVOA defense. So they're one of the best defenses in the league.
Now, is it because I haven't looked at who they played? Is it because of who they played before? Like, how they played
DVOA factors in the teams they played and everything as well.
Got you. Okay. All right. So, yeah, this looks like it's going to be a good test, man. So, Lions, how do the Lions want to attack that defense? So you said as, topping that DVOA?
Yeah, so I would attack their interior run on the inside. And also, we've always said this. Daniil Hunter is not always the best at setting the edge. We've said this while he was with Minnesota. I'd also attack his side. It looks like they have their linebackers, Malcolm. I mean, Aziz Al-Shire is 228 pounds, not the biggest guy. Henry To'oTo'o is 228 pounds. And then their other backup, Neville Hewitt, he's a little bigger. He's 283. But they got some undersized linebackers as well. So I would attack them inside this week, more inside than outside.
So by running the ball, so you can see like David Montgomery having a big game. Is that what you're expecting right now?
I mean, Gibbs can do that too.
Gibbs, okay. So either or. So you're saying a big game in the grounds for the Lions.
That's what I would start off with, and then they're an aggressive front. You know how San Francisco is an aggressive front. They're an aggressive front, so play action too. And once you get the run game going, they'll bite it. They'll bite a little. And they'll force some guys some open when the linebackers come up, and then their zones are wide open. They're cover 3 or they're playing man, but they play a lot of single high, cover 3, cover 1.
Okay.
They don't blitz as much, but they blitz more than who was the coordinator last year with the Niners? I forgot. They blitz a little more than the Niners blitz under that same scheme.
Okay. It wasn't D'Amico Ryans. D'Amico Ryans, he was there last year. Wasn't he there last year?
No, D'Amico was first year in Houston. I forgot who it was, but either way, though, they don't blitz as heavy, but they do once in a while bring in like a blitz. So you have to keep an eye on that as well.
All right. Do you have anything more about the defense, or do you want to jump into our predictions and?
Defense, look, Derek Stingley is a great player. If you have him one-on-one on JMO, I would still test him.
I mean, I personally feel like there's no cornerback in the NFL that can single cover Jameson Williams.
Derek Stingley, I mean, he's a great player.
It's gonna look just like Diggs. He can't keep up with his speed. There's no cornerback that can keep up with his speed. You drag him across the middle of the field, what he's gonna do?
So one thing from the lines, what I would do as well, since Stingley is such a great corner, you could kind of use it as a decoy a little. So run JMO deep. Keep Stingley away from the ball, kind of, and it'll open up other stuff.
I just don't. Again, I don't see it.
No, I mean
he's too fast.
No, yeah.
There's no way they're gonna put Stingley on an island with Jameson Williams.
They play a lot of single high, so it's gonna be like an island with a safety maybe creeping more towards that side than being in the center of the field.
If they play cover 3, you're gonna see him like 25 yards deep.
Yeah,
there's no way.
They play cover 3 and cover 1. That's what they play.
I know that if they play cover 3, you're gonna see him maybe line up in front of Jameson Williams, but he's gonna be like 25 yards deep. He's not gonna let Jameson Williams just get it, beat him over the top.
Yeah,
If they're playing cover 3, but they're playing man, you just you drag him across the middle of the field. He's not gonna be able to cover. He's not gonna be able to keep up with him.
Yeah, for our listeners, cover 3 is kind of like cover 1. It's you have a high safety, so it's a little different. The linebackers are in zone instead of man, but the corners are basically on boundaries. They're just kind of running straight, but they have different like principles as well.
Yeah, I want to see how they do it. If they do that, I can see Jameson Williams a big game, but let's jump right into our predictions, man. Shit.
Yeah, you want to go with Tyler's predictions first?
You gonna read it off? Do you have it? Do you have it in front of you? I don't.
I do right here. Hang on, let me pull it up. Here it is. So Tyler has the Lions winning 31-21.
31-21. So that means they're not covering the spread.
And his bold production. What do you mean? Yeah, they are. He has the Lions winning.
Yeah, but the spread, I think it was 2.5. No,
so
the spread right now. The spread right now
is our favorite, Malcolm. He has the Lions winning by 10.
Oh, he got the Lions winning by 10. Oh, my bad. I thought you said.
You're good.
What was the score you said?
31-21.
31-20. I thought you said 31. Never mind. Fuck it. I'm all over the place.
You're good, bro. You're all good.
Yeah, my mind's all over the place right now. Go ahead. Yeah. So he does have him covering the spread.
Yeah, his bold is David Montgomery 3 touchdowns.
David Montgomery 3 touchdowns.
Yeah.
All right. Pierre. You already told Tyler. Just jump right into yours, man.
Yeah, I have the Lions winning 33-20. And my bold prediction is they'll hold the Texans to under 60 yards rushing.
60 yard. Yeah, that's bold as shit. Good luck with that one.
So that's what bold means. Like, it's probably not going to happen.
Yeah. I mean, the way they've been playing the run lately, that's bold.
So here we go. Here's our O-line update. Sorry to interrupt. We got Sewell at left tackle, Skipper at right tackle.
Yeah, that's what I figured. I mean, your left tackle has to be your strong suit because you can't have Dan Skipper protecting your blind side. That is idiotic. That is insane. So yeah, you had to put Penei Sewell there. So Penei Sewell's back as you say his natural spot since that's where he got drafted from, left tackle.
And now they flip Skipper to the left in warm-ups.
Wait, what?
They've done both in warm-ups.
Oh, I guess they're trying to see what's going on. I mean, please put him in the right because you don't want the Jared blindside to be Dan Skipper.
So here's the thing: Danielle Hunter lines up a lot against the right tackle, Danielle Hunter. So you put Sewell there against him, and you put Skipper on Jared's blind side, or do you put Sewell on the left tackle and Skipper on the right side with some help? I don't know. I'm sure they'll still move Danielle Hunter around as they should.
I would put Sewell on his blind side because he could see Danielle Hunter coming.
Yeah.
But that's just me. We'll see what they do. I mean, Ben Johnson is way smarter than the offense than I am, so he's gonna figure it out. And they're gonna Hank Fraley. Yeah, those guys are gonna figure it out. They're way smarter than me when it comes to the football and scheming guys up and putting the guys in the right position. So I have confidence in them. All right.
Yeah. So
let me jump into my scoring prediction. Let's go. I see another high scoring Lions game. Let's go 42-35 Lions.
Oh, okay. You got fireworks.
Yeah, I got fireworks. I think it's gonna be. Let's have this an exciting Sunday night football game. So 42-35 Lions. So that they're definitely covering the spread. And my bold prediction. Let's do this. All right. So the Lions have an interesting stat right now. They have a lot of interceptions, but none of them came from our DBs.
Corners.
Corners. Yeah, corners. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's what I meant, corners. So all of our interceptions came from our safety room. Brian Branch and Kirby and some from the linebackers, but none from the corners. So this week, let's go. Terran Arnold gets an interception this week.
I love it.
He finally gets an interception this week, and let's do that. That's my bold prediction.
I love it. I'll give you that as a bold just because, they play a lot of man, so it's hard to get picks.
Yeah, it's hard to get picks, and they haven't done it yet. So
Well, you play man coverage in a corner. I mean, Carlton Davis has dropped a couple of them, but it's really hard to get picks in man.
The only one that got, I think the only one in our team that got an interception on man coverage was Brian Branch. He's the only one that got an interception on, like, while playing man coverage.
Yeah. So we don't know what's going on with the O-line again, if it's left or right.
Why they're switching it again? Like, is that what's going on right now?
No. Right now it's Skipper on the left side and Sewell on the right side.
I'm pretty confident that they're gonna put Penei Sewell back on the left side. I mean, they're gonna keep it like that. I mean, shoot. Like I said, they know more than me.
Yeah, it's Hank Fraley. I trust him. Like, that guy's one of the best at his job, and Ben Johnson is the best at his job.
All right, so Dylan Smith said Lee McNeil 2 sacks, one forced fumble, and a pick 6 for Branch. That's
pretty fucking bold.
That's real bold. 2 sacks, a forced fumble. Shit, let it happen, man. Let's go. I like it. I'm down with it.
Honestly, the 2 sacks, like I said in the beginning of the show, their interior is going up 20.5 sacks.
Their interior got 20.5 sacks?
Yeah, the Texas interior is going up 20.5 sacks this year.
Oh shit. Let me put a parlay in there for that.
All right, is that it, Malcolm?
Yeah, that's it for now. Shit, we don't have a video, so that's kind of a bummer.
It's all right.
We look forward to those videos, but we don't have a video this week. But we're gonna be back right after the Texans game, Lions and Texans, and we're gonna give our immediate thoughts. We're gonna see what happens. Are we gonna be celebrating or are we gonna be pissed off? What's gonna be the results? We'll see. You got anything else up here?
That's about it. I'm ready to watch some football.
All right, man. Let's go watch some football. And with that being said, guys, I hope you guys all enjoyed this show. I hope you guys enjoy the game. And we'll see you after the game. I am out. Peace.
All right, guys. Enjoy the game. Hopefully the Lions come out with a dub, and I'll see you after the game. I'm out. Peace.